For many people, success has long been measured by how much they own. Bigger homes, fuller closets, and endless gadgets have become symbols of achievement. Yet this constant accumulation often creates the opposite of what people truly seek. Instead of feeling secure, they feel overwhelmed. Instead of enjoying their belongings, they spend their time cleaning, organizing, repairing, and replacing them. Japanese minimalism challenges this cycle by asking a simple question: what if owning less could actually give you more? The philosophy is not about deprivation or living with empty walls. It is about making intentional choices. Every object in your home should have a purpose, whether it serves a practical function or genuinely adds value to your daily life. When unnecessary possessions disappear, so do many of the invisible responsibilities attached to them. You spend less time managing your things and more time focusing on your health, relationships, creativity, and personal growth. The result is not an empty life. It is a life with more space for what truly matters. One of the greatest lessons from Japanese minimalism is that freedom is rarely found by adding more. It is often discovered by removing what no longer serves you. A simplified environment creates a calmer mind because your attention is no longer constantly pulled in dozens of directions. Every drawer becomes easier to open, every room becomes easier to enjoy, and every decision becomes a little lighter. Owning less is ultimately about creating a home that supports your life instead of one that quietly controls it. A common principle in Japanese minimalism is that every object should justify the space it occupies. This doesn't mean counting your belongings or aiming for a specific number of possessions. Instead, it encourages you to evaluate whether an item actively contributes to your daily life. If something sits untouched for months or years, it may be taking more than physical space. It may also be occupying mental space. Every unnecessary item quietly competes for your attention, even when you barely notice it. Imagine walking into a room where every piece of furniture has a clear purpose, every shelf contains only meaningful items, and every surface is free from unnecessary clutter. The atmosphere immediately feels lighter and more peaceful. This is not because the room is expensive or perfectly designed, but because nothing is competing for your focus. Japanese-inspired homes often embrace this sense of simplicity, allowing each object to stand out instead of being buried among countless possessions. The result is an environment that encourages relaxation rather than distraction. Before bringing something new into your home, pause and ask a few thoughtful questions. Will you genuinely use it? Does it solve a real problem? Will it still matter to you a year from now? These simple habits gradually transform the way you consume. Instead of buying impulsively, you begin choosing intentionally. Over time, your home becomes a carefully curated collection of items that support your lifestyle rather than a storage space filled with forgotten purchases. This shift doesn't happen overnight, but every mindful decision brings you closer to a simpler, more fulfilling way of living. One of the biggest obstacles to owning less is not the physical act of decluttering, it is the emotional attachment we develop toward our belongings. Many people keep items because they were expensive, received as gifts, or connected to a particular moment in life. Japanese minimalism encourages a healthier perspective. Appreciate what an object once gave you, but don't feel obligated to keep it forever. Its purpose may have already been fulfilled, and holding on to it out of guilt only creates unnecessary weight in your present life. Every object represents a decision from your past, but not every past decision needs to define your future. Clothes that no longer fit your lifestyle, kitchen gadgets you never use, or decorations that no longer bring you joy are not failures. They simply reflect a different stage of your life. By releasing these items with gratitude instead of regret, you create room for your current priorities to flourish. Letting go is not about erasing memories. It is about recognizing that memories live within you, not inside your possessions. This mindset also reduces the fear of making mistakes. Many people avoid decluttering because they worry they might need something someday. In reality, that someday rarely arrives. The peace gained from a lighter, more organized home often outweighs the unlikely possibility of needing a forgotten item years later. Japanese minimalism teaches that confidence grows when you trust yourself more than your possessions. As your home becomes simpler, you begin to realize that security comes from your ability to adapt, not from storing everything you have ever owned. In Japanese minimalism, empty space is not considered wasted space. It is seen as something valuable in itself. A room does not need to be filled to feel complete, just as a schedule does not need to be packed to feel productive. Open spaces allow your mind to rest, your eyes to relax, and your daily routines to flow naturally. When your environment is no longer crowded with unnecessary objects, you begin to notice a sense of calm that is difficult to achieve in a cluttered home. This principle extends far beyond your living space. Every unnecessary purchase, commitment, or distraction consumes time and energy that could be invested elsewhere. By simplifying your surroundings, you naturally simplify your decisions. You spend less time searching for misplaced items, cleaning overflowing shelves, or maintaining things you rarely use. The time you recover can be redirected toward meaningful conversations, personal hobbies, reading, exercise, or simply enjoying moments of quiet without feeling the need to stay constantly busy. Perhaps the greatest gift of owning less is the opportunity to become more present. Instead of being distracted by what you could buy next or overwhelmed by everything you already own, you begin to appreciate what is already in front of you: a warm cup of tea, a peaceful morning, a conversation with a loved one, or a walk outdoors becomes more satisfying because your attention is no longer divided. Japanese minimalism reminds us that happiness often grows not from adding more to life, but from creating enough space to fully experience it. Many people believe minimalism is something you achieve once, as if there is a perfect number of possessions that signals success. Japanese minimalism offers a different perspective. It is not a finish line, but an ongoing practice of living with greater awareness. Your needs will change as your life evolves, and your home should evolve with you. The goal is not perfection, it is maintaining a thoughtful relationship with the things you choose to own. As the seasons of life change, so will your priorities. A growing family, a career transition, retirement, or a move to a new home may require different possessions than before. Rather than clinging to old habits, minimalism encourages regular reflection. Every few months, take a fresh look at your surroundings and ask yourself whether your belongings still support the life you want to live today. This simple habit prevents clutter from quietly returning and keeps your home aligned with your current values instead of your past decisions. In the end, the Japanese art of owning less is not really about objects at all. It is about designing a life with greater clarity, intention, and peace. Every item you choose to keep becomes a conscious decision instead of an automatic habit. Every empty shelf becomes a reminder that you have room to grow rather than room to fill. When you stop measuring wealth by the quantity of your possessions, you begin measuring it by the quality of your experiences, the strength of your relationships, and the quiet confidence that comes from knowing you already have enough. The Japanese art of owning less teaches us that simplicity is not about sacrifice, it is about choosing what truly deserves a place in our lives. By letting go of excess, we gain something far more valuable than extra storage space. We gain clarity, peace of mind, and the freedom to focus on experiences instead of possessions. Every thoughtful decision to own less becomes an investment in a calmer and more intentional future. Minimalism is not about copying someone else's lifestyle or living in an empty home. It is about creating a space that reflects your values and supports your daily life. Whether you begin by clearing a single drawer, organizing one shelf, or questioning your next purchase, each small step builds lasting habits. Over time, these simple choices transform not only your home, but also the way you think about success, happiness, and fulfillment. If this philosophy inspired you, start today with one small action. Choose one area of your home and remove anything that no longer serves a meaningful purpose. You may be surprised by how much lighter you feel after such a simple change. And if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share it with someone who is ready to embrace a simpler, more peaceful way of living. Sometimes the path to a richer life begins by owning a little less.